guys! Today I have a really quick fun video on Kylie Cosmetics Holiday Brush Set. This set retails for $35 and it comes with 5 different brushes, and it also comes in this really cute and soft bag that has Kylie's name on it. This video is my first impressions. I have never used these brushes before until filming this makeup look right here, and I used all of the brushes, and I also used the Kai Shadow palette from her holiday collection. The first shade I'm going to be dipping into is Cookie, and I'm going to be using the large blending brush. I'm just going to be swooping this into the crease and working it up to the brow bone. Now I'm just going to be dipping into Cookie again and Nutcracker using the same blending brush and tapping off the excess and then defining my crease a little bit more. Using the smaller blending brush, I'm going to be dipping into Nutcracker, and you can see the pigment and how it's held on the brush. And I'm just going to be swooping that into the crease and on the outer corners of my eye. Using the defining brush, I'm dipping into Nutcracker and Gingerbread, and you can see the pigment there, and I'm going to be applying this on the outer corner of my eyes and blending it up and out. Using the small blending brush again, I'm just going to continue to blend that color through my crease and on the outer corners. Taking the flat brush, I'm going to be dipping into Frosty, the beautiful silver shade, and applying that all on top of my lids and up to right below my crease. Using a large blending brush, I'm putting Nutcracker just slightly on top of the silver and blending that out. And now just using the flat brush again, I am defining my lids a little bit more with Frosty. Using the round edged brush, I am going to be dipping into Nutcracker and applying that on my lower lash line. Just finishing off the look with some eyeliner and mascara, and that's the completed look. Okay, so you can see the makeup look that I created with these brushes. It was very simple and easy to do. Overall, I think the brushes are okay. I'm not like wildly thrilled about them. I don't think they're really amazing, but I don't think they're terrible. A lot of people on Instagram were complaining about these, saying that they didn't like them all that much, so I was expecting them to be like absolutely terrible, to be shedding, for there to be a lot of fallout of product all over my face. But really, I didn't experience that much of a problem. My least favorite brush, surprisingly, is the large blending brush. I just feel like it's very hard to pick up product with this brush. It was harder for me to blend out with this brush than other brushes that I've used. So this is definitely my least favorite. Maybe it's because the bristles are too soft, or maybe because the bristles are a little too long. I would rather say that they're a little too long rather than too soft. And then I also feel like it's lacking fullness compared to other good blending brushes. So here are 3 blending brushes from different companies. This one is Morphe, and you can see the fullness of the brush there, and it's also slightly tapered to get into that crease easier. The next one that I will show you is from Sigma, and this one is maybe a little more similar to the shape of Kylie's, but it is so much more full, and I feel like the actual length, yeah, you can see it there, the length of the brush or the bristles is a lot longer on Kylie's, which I think doesn't help with control as much. And you can see the thickness of Kylie's. It's almost hollow compared. And then I also have one from just the Sephora brand. This is a pretty old brush, but again, you can see that this is a much fuller blending brush than the Kylie Cosmetics. It's very thin for a blending brush, and I think that's why it was much harder for me to really blend this out as much as I would have liked to. As for the other 4 brushes, this one right here, the small rounded brush, this one is extremely stiff. I really don't use a brush that's this stiff and short normally. I did use it for under my eyes, and I actually really liked using it there. I was pleasantly surprised. It gave me a lot of control, but I was able to blend it out somewhat. So this brush I liked. I was surprised. This one is a little too stiff for my liking. I totally get why it's stiff. It's for the outer corner. So this one's a lot stiffer than I'm used to, but it is full and I had no issues with it. It did what it was supposed to do. This brush right here is the smaller blending brush. And again, I feel like it's lacking fullness of bristles, and the bristles are a little long. It's very soft. It doesn't pick up that much product, but it doesn't spill product all over your face. There is control with it more so than the large blending brush. It reminds me of this Real Technique brush right here, which I never really use that much, but you can see the similarities here. But again, even with the Real Techniques, there are a lot more bristles and it is a lot thicker than the Kylie's. So my only real big complaint with these brushes is that the blending brushes are a bit thin, that they could be thicker, and that the bristle length themselves could be a little bit shorter to give you more control. So I think they need to be like a puffier brush. I think that they're lacking that density that a real good blending brush needs. The other brushes, like the flat brushes, and the tapering brush, like I don't think that these are bad brushes. They're completely fine. They're nothing like to jump for joy over, but I don't think that they're really off the target with these brushes, especially for the price point. If you think about it, this is $35 for the whole set, so that's about $7 per brush. That's about the same price range as Real Technique and Morphe for the brushes. I think that the quality of her blending brushes is a little lower than the quality of her flat brushes and her tapering brush, just because of the fullness is lacking there. Other than that, they are not shedding. I did wash them already. As you can see, they're perfectly clean, and I have this makeup look on, so I did take the time to wash them before filming this review segment, and they washed great. They're drying good. They still have the same texture, no fallout when I was applying the eyeshadow, and they're not shedding. So overall, I think it's a good starter set. It's a pretty good price range. Just these blending brushes are lacking for me a little bit, but other than that, I think it's a good set, which I was very surprised because I did hear people complaining about these, so I was expecting them to be terrible. But I'm pleasantly surprised with these. These are not a bad set, so I think that it would be a good addition, a good investment, because it's $7 a brush, which is not that expensive, really, for brushes. Brushes can range way higher. I feel like this is a really good price point for the quality of brushes that you're receiving. Alright loves, that's all I have for you today. Please give me a thumbs up on this video if you found it helpful in any way. Also leave a comment below and let me know what you think of these brushes, if you plan to get them or if you just have anything to say. I love hearing from you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps me out. And also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, which I'll have for you right here and linked below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about Kylie's Holiday Edition 4-piece lipstick and lip gloss set.